Okay.
Yeah, so in Guild Wars too, there's a reward track in PvP. Every 2 weeks it rotates, and what it is, if you complete it, you get to the end where it gives you a free exotic piece of armor from like whatever dungeon style that they're
Oh,
doing
really? You can
at
choose
those.
which.
Yeah. So this 2 weeks it's Sorrow's Embrace, and so I'm trying to just complete it within the next 3 days. If you complete all the dungeon story modes, then you can do any of them whenever you want. But apparently that was after a certain update. So even though this is my first character who did all the story modes,
Yeah,
I didn't have all the story modes complete on this character for this purpose. So
I
I'm just doing
see.
whatever's in rotation.
Huh.
But yeah, you can get all the Ara tokens if you want just by doing PvP.
Huh. Well, unfortunately, I already got them just by doing a raw.
That's good. Who used them? Which of your characters used Ara tokens?
um, I don't know yet. Well, it's going to be for the
Oh,
Bifrost.
we just have the tokens.
It's for the Bifrost.
Oh, for the Bifrost.
Yeah, I use them to. It's some kind of a gift that you have to use for the Bifrost.
A gift?
Yeah,
Is it like Bifrost a person? He's like, I won't give you anything until you give me something.
yeah, you had to get gift of the Bifrost or some bullshit like that. Gift
Gift
of.
of the Bi. Curious.
That's right. Mm, mm, mm.
To me, the Bifrost is like the Shiva sisters in Final Fantasy 13. They're called the Bifrost.
Oh, because they're attractive?
Well, it could be because there's two of them and they're frosty, or because maybe they like to experiment with each other sometimes, so they're bisexual and
Yeah.
they're.
Oh, yeah. Ain't that the right.
So what I do is when I'm in PvP, because you can like wander around before the match starts, I like to try to not fight the enemy team before it starts, just so they don't know what I'm going to do necessarily.
Okay.
Although Corey says that if you're an engineer, they know you're going to do a turret thing, but like I was like, well, I don't know how you can see what the other team is because there's no option, and then they say plus press B and you see it, and I'm like, I doesn't work
Wait,
for me. For some reason, B doesn't do anything for me.
what is it supposed to do?
It's supposed to show like the player list for enemy team and your team.
Oh, I thought usually like Tab would do that in game and stuff.
Well, it would, but Tab doesn't do anything for me either. I tried Tab before I ever. We have two necromancers, a thief, a ranger, and an engineer.
Two necromancers, a ranger, a thief, and an engineer walk into
Oh,
a
I
lady.
thought it was gonna be a sitcom title: two engineers and a necromancer or
Oh,
something.
I say they walk into a lady.
Oh, that's a hot dog down a hallway. They must be Asuras with a Norn lady.
Oh. I kind of imagine Asura men would be like
Well endowed.
just nothing, just almost nothing.
Well endowed. Well, that's true. That's why Asura females are considered like the most promiscuous.
Are they actually?
No.
That'd be interesting. Be like be very
I would
strange.
imagine that their race would probably be the least promiscuous of all the races because
I
they,
feel like they just wouldn't care.
yeah.
Like I've got too much work to do.
Well, there's lots of people here.
Sounds like this sounds like people are smashing metal bars together.
They were
Wow.
they were smashing my turrets.
It sounds like, but there's like a thin layer of water all over the ground.
Oh, they're healing each other.
I'm incapacitated.
Yeah. I'm trying to root them out of the middle with my turrets and stuff.
Get out of there.
Oh shit. I'm poisoned and bleeding. I'm gonna go down.
Good, good. So,
No, their trebuchet killed me right before I finished someone.
trebuchet indeed.
Oh.
They're coming.
Okay, I knocked them out of the circle while I was down, so now I'm capturing it while down. I'm just in the center point down, capturing a circle.
Oh, nice. And
Ah, their
slowly,
trebuchet hit me.
slowly healing, I guess.
Well, their trebuchet hit me again, so I'm healing every. No! Oh, I rallied. The other guy died, so I rallied. Their trebuchet keeps knocking me.
How do you just... Why is there a trebuchet? Get that shit out of here.
This map just has trebuchets. It's very annoying. Okay, now... Let me get out of here before that trebuchet kills me.
Get that shit out of my face. I think I just have to... Oh. Oh, I'm too heavy. That's what the fat guy says.
Oof, man, this ranger doesn't take many hits. Oh, freaking trebuchet. That trebuchet is so annoying. Oh, good, my ally's here.
19 tons out of 18 tons. Get out of here.
Yes, we destroyed their trebuchet.
Good work.
Yeah, it's like a pirate or something. Actually, it's not really at all.
Captured the drill.
Got a gruff voice, I guess.
You've captured my anus. You've captured my heart.
Aww.
Oh, jeez, that sounded painful.
Yeah, that was an enemy guardian.
Why is this 6,000? It doesn't even work. The aerodynamic parts in this game don't even work.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't work. Because your aerodynamics right now, the model is based on mass, not like actual aerodynamics. So when you add a nose cone to your ship to make it look more aerodynamic, all you're doing is adding extra mass and making your ship less aerodynamic.
That's too bad.
So it's actually kind of dumb right now, but I think they're changing it soon.
Looks like they repaired their trebuchet.
As they should have.
I didn't even know you could, honestly.
Oh.
Something hit me, though.
Let's saved vessel and launch. Our goal right now is to get out of the atmosphere and also to reach 50-something thousand meters. But if we get out of the atmosphere, we will have already broken that record. So.
What will you do when you get out of the atmosphere?
What will I do? What will you do? Well, I will. What I will do is just...
I placed a rifle turret and a trebuchet exploded right as I did it.
So you failed, I guess?
Well, it blew up my turret.
Oh, well.
I'm just not going to stand in there since there's no enemies. They destroyed my turrets.
What can you do? 3, 2, 1. Lift off. Leaving the surface at an alarming rate.
I'm firing on them from up on top of a building. It's pretty cool, actually.
You know what I don't like is that when you do that in MMOs, and then the game is like not allowed, so the enemies become invincible and just run away.
It actually works right now. It's pretty cool.
Come on, Randy, you're always incapacitated. Get your shit together.
Someone said they're firing on our position. It's true.
They're firing on my position. You know, that makes me kind of want to play Company of Heroes.
Aww.
What do you think? Would you think Company of Heroes would be more interesting to watch than Kerbal Space Program?
I'd watch it.
I think it might be a lot more interesting than what's on the screen right now.
Why? What's on the screen? Is it just a big
rocket
ball?
flying through the fucking air
Oh my god,
in the middle
so
of
cool.
space with like cities below and sky and galaxies above?
So cool.
You've got to be fucking retarded if you don't think this is the tight shit.
Now, what is it? It's if you don't think this is the tightest shit you've ever seen, then get out of my face.
Yeah, you can get the fuck out of my face. Get out of my face.
Actually, if that's not the tightest shit you've ever heard, then get out of my face.
Yeah. Well, we are out of the atmosphere.
An enemy trebuchet was destroyed.
That's so funny. An enemy trebuchet was destroyed. I'm glad you feel so strongly about it.
They're just like the enemy team's just fighting like right outside the center point for some reason.
Team is victorious.
We won 549.
Oh, good. That's actually quite a
Eh.
big victory. What
I feel like they were just fighting. I don't know.
do you mean they were just? So what do you have to do? You have to capture points, right? But they
It's
were
like
just fighting people.
points, and you get points per like 5 second or whatever for every area you have. So basically,
I
you
see.
want to have at least 2 out of the 3 areas for the majority of the game. But like they only tried capture like the middle point like twice, then it seemed like they gave up. But every once in a while, I'd look out the window, and one of my buddies is standing on the balcony shooting at enemies down below, and I'm like, why are there so many enemies down there? There's no points down there.
Oh, like so you were inside the building?
Yeah, that's where the center point is in that place. It's inside of a building, and the roof gets blown up from the trebuchet, and every once in a while you get hit by the trebuchet.
Oh, interesting.
I just find it odd
Right.
though that they were fighting right outside the building so much without just running in or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay, we're returning to the surface. And once the game slows down, there we go. Now we are in the atmosphere again. It's just black. All of it is just black. Except for the battery packs and the little science module.
It's just black.
SpongeBob. I have some landing gear that will eventually put on. Hopefully it'll work the way I anticipated, because I have 2 parachutes on this ship and one of them is off-centered, and I hope that having these 2 legs here, the 2 legs will stop. Oh,
You know the Norn wearing heavy armor from Sorrow's Furnace or whatever, the one where it's like
Yeah.
dredge heavy armor. He's
Yeah.
kind of like Alexander from Final Fantasy because he's got like castle shoulders.
oh yeah, you know Alexander in Final Fantasy VIII was pretty cool looking.
Was he a huge castle?
He was like a fucking massive, like in his scene, like he came over the mountains, and he was like bigger than the mountains, and he was like a huge, like, yeah, heavily armored, almost like looking castle-y guy.
Yeah, in Final Fantasy.
But he was like, but then he shot like big, massive lasers out of his shoulder cannons. It was pretty
In
sick.
Final Fantasy 9, he literally was the castle or something like that.
Yeah.
He was, I think, because there was a place called Alexandria, right?
Oh. Okay. Oh wow, I landed. Looks like it's another time to go to the beach, I guess.
Nothing like a beach.
You are a stupid beach. You always have trash all over you. You know, I did a Jamaican accent today when someone was around, and they said, you should never be a voice actor. And I said, I was like, oh. And then I said, Jamaican me sad. Oh, you missed it?
I was typing something. Someone said you should never be a voice actor, and you said you're making me sad or something.
Yeah, well, there you go. You were listening.
Yeah, but I
ahead.
didn't hear the details.
Shithead. Oh no. Don't worry. We're okay. Crew report. Keep the data. Oh, look at that. Perfect time to end the episode.